My video for August 31st, 2019 is video number 3194. The title is An Oxymoron, Benevolent Government. There's a difference between leaders and dictators. Leaders can be benevolent, willing good for the people. Governments are generally operated by ego-driven and selfish maniacs whose intent is the control of others. This creates a two-class system of us versus them. That is polarization. Again, government means mind control. While some individuals who get into government positions may have good intentions, those who are unwilling to follow the orders of the charlatans in charge do not last long in their stations. The last thing maniacs want is resistance. They want willing slaves who can follow orders and stick with the plan of total domination. Where's the love or freedom in this? It does not exist. Looking at the world in which we find ourselves, I keep asking why the Creator does not take responsibility. Of course, that is a question many are unwilling to ask. They keep saying we created it. As always, I disagree. We are victims of malevolence, however you think that came to be. The myth we believe does not matter. The reality is what we experience. Ah, the paradoxical nature of reality. Yes, I continue to wrestle with this same idea because I have so many friends that come at me with so many different points of view. Some are still insisting that everything is an illusion. Well, if it's an illusion to me, then it means it doesn't matter. Illusion means it's not real. And yet, what I experience is real. That's real. I felt myself slapping my right hand, slapping my left hand. I felt it. There's a tingle still going on because I hit myself fairly hard. Okay, it goes away, it doesn't last. And nothing does last in this reality we call human experience or human life. I have had sores on my body that healed. I've had broken bones that healed. I've had diseases that went away. I don't remember specifically the chicken pox and measles and stuff that I had when I was younger, but I remember having them. I mean, I know I had them. I remember all the itching and stuff that went on with those things, and the loss of my home, or correctly, the theft of my home, that basically I inherited from Dr. Mary. That still haunts me. It still troubles me that the system we live in, the people that seem to be in charge, are people that do not have a heart. Well, when I say they do not have a heart, I don't mean they don't have an organ that pumps blood through their body. That's not what I'm saying. That means they don't have compassion. They don't have benevolence. They don't will good for anyone but themselves. And their good for them means we're the boss. We're in charge. We give the orders. And when you have people like that, that don't care how their orders affect those under them in position. Now, I don't really believe anybody is under anybody else. We play roles and we're supposed to serve each other. We're supposed to recognize the reality that if we learn to cooperate instead of compete with each other, and I'm not talking about sports, I'm talking about life. If we learn to cooperate, we could build bridges and we could build communities where we actually nurture one another, where we actually do things to help one another. Like the Amish community, for example, can be very helpful in when they need to build a home. The whole community gets together and helps one of their members, one of their people, build their home. And it's not a matter of making money off of the person. It's a matter of community. It's a matter of communal living. But we have destroyed most community on planet Earth. We've infiltrated people that have very different perspectives and religions and ideas and sometimes skin colors and speak different languages. And there's a whole lot of confusion going on. And we can't build community when you have all that dissension. And the people that want to continue to bring people from other cultures into a different culture transform the culture that they're being brought into one of animosity, one of competition, one of creating more and more problems that need to be resolved for the community to be at peace. Oftentimes, when people come in from another community to another community, they're on a low level, and that creates the need for survival. And often crime is the way of survival for a lot of people. They have to steal to get what they need. That should not be. So I'm not purely a right-wing radical. Neither am I a left-wing. I'm in the middle, because there's some things that we need to have social planning and help those that have less and help lift them up. We have cures that have been created by various people, and the cures don't make money for the dictators, the malevolent beings that want control. They want to continue to fleece the public. It's their game plan of, we're the boss. We are the ones that are supposed to take charge of everyone else. We're in the seat of power, and we're not going to relinquish that seat. So I keep asking God, how can you empower good people, people that want to help others, people that want to live lives that are beneficial to as many as possible and everyone if possible? How can we do that? How can we accomplish that without being empowered, without being enriched? I have people that are waiting for the RV to occur. That's supposed to put money into the hands of visionaries. But the first people that get the new funding is governments. And that's ass backwards, folks. Those are the ones that need to be least enriched and empowered, because they're the ones that have been stealing from everyone else for eons. Why enrich the problem? Why keep the problem going? Well, people say, but Ron, there has to be a bridge between where we are now and where we want to go. And I agree, there has to be a bridge. That's why I broke down and I finally invested money in an alternative currency. And will that currency ever mature and bring money into my hands so that I can begin to fund and help play a role, however small, in bringing more equality and building those that have been downtrodden and helping lift them up? I mean, that's what love does. I would like to find a way that I could bless the world. But I live in a world where the leaders generally curse the world. But they don't even, many times, I guess, realize that they're even cursing the world. To them, it's just, this is the way we want it to be because it has served us well. And dictators get served well. But they're not real leaders. A real leader is one that sets an example and shows kindness to others and tells the truth and manifests a reality around them that is one that can be looked up to and emulated. Where do we find our examples to emulate in the current culture? They're very hard to find. Thank you, folks, for listening, and namaste.